School Scares. We have our next werewolf movie, and today we're going to talk about Bad Moon, which came out in 1996. This is another one of those 80-minute monster movies that I absolutely love. It is fun from beginning to end, action-packed, great werewolf effects, again on a low budget, and a movie that I really liked when I was younger and just revisited on Shudder in the last week or so. And a movie that was very different than I remembered it. I remembered some really cool parts of the movie. I thought there was some good werewolf effects. I thought the family dynamic was pretty good. And again, I apologize. I was trying to figure out, it's Michael Pierre or Pierre. I always say his name wrong. Mariel Hemingway play brother and sister. And it starts out with Michael's character out in the jungle, and they're actually searching, and they get attacked. And he gets transformed. Again, not spoiling the movie. It's no surprise. It happens right at the very beginning. What I did forget about this movie at the very beginning is there's a lot of graphic nudity. And it was a little weird watching it on my outdoor TV, trying to make sure none of my neighbors were looking at what I was watching in the backyard. But the scenes of gore in this movie are pretty strong. There's a lot of gore. This movie is also, I forgot how much movie was told from the perspective of the dog's point of view. This movie is based on a book called Thor, which was the name of the dog, and the dog was the main protagonist, I guess, in the book, and he does transfer a lot over into the movie, and he's the main character in the movie, and well done. I mean, great, again, from animal acting, they can be good or bad, and the dog in the movie is a central character that is very well fleshed out, which you don't usually see in these movies. As I go through and think about the movie, there's a lot of, as I watched it again recently, there's a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense, that don't hold up as well. And as the movie progresses, the things tend to come more into light. And there's some actually really good scenes and some good scares. The dynamic between the brother and the sister feels a little strange because he's a very sympathetic character in the beginning, but again, as he continues to progress through the sickness of, becoming a werewolf, he becomes less sympathetic, and you wonder why the sister would put up with as much as she does in the movie. So that's a little strained. But again, as we go through the movie, there's a couple of great werewolf scenes. When I think about the scariest scene, I would tell you there's a couple that stand out, but I would tell you that they all take place in the woods not too far from the main character's home. And I went back and forth between a couple, and I'm going to go with, I think, the scene where Mariel Hemingway's character has finally discovered her brother's a werewolf, and she gets attacked, and the dog has to go in and save him. Now, there's some bad editing in the scene, but there is a genuine sense of dread, and you are, hoping that the dog stays alive. I don't do well when the dogs get killed in the movies. I mean, I Am Legend, I was a mess in that movie when the dog died, and I was crying my eyes out. So I don't do well in that, and there is some genuine sense of, is the dog going to make it, what's going to happen? So I would tell you I enjoyed that scene. It's probably the scariest. There's a couple of other genuine good scares in the woods that I enjoyed quite a bit. So I would tell you again, check it out. It's on Shudder. If you have Shudder, it's available all October. I think you would enjoy it. Again, it's an easy 80-minute watch. It's fast. It's got good effects, good gore, nudity. So again, anything you're looking for, again, if this is like a typical 90s movie, you've got the nudity, the gore, good effects. It's a lot of fun, so check it out. Tomorrow, we're going to check out a completely different werewolf movie than we've looked at so far. And this one we're going to focus on tomorrow, I believe, is we have, Ginger Snaps, which is another kind of a cheap movie from the year 2000. It kind of falls right into my criteria, but a very interesting movie, so I look forward to talking to you about that one. So, as always, stay scary. We'll talk to you soon.